Hi everyone, it's Jenny. This is my third try at doing the video. First time I didn't have it on the lined up on the table right, and the second time the telephone rang, so maybe the third time will be the charm. I wanted to share an altered cigar box that I had made, and also a purchase that I made from Lele here on YouTube, and she has an Etsy store named Shabbylicious, and she has some new items in there. So here's a beautiful frame, and I believe it's maybe resin. Still don't maybe have this lined up quite right. Maybe I need to come in. Now I got it off again. There, I just got to figure out where I am on the camera. So this is one of the frames that she's carrying. This is a new item. Very pretty. And then she has I love doodads. She has all kinds of doodads. And these are some resin flowers, and it looks like in a dusty mauve and a peach color. And then that's one of those little tiny ones. And then she has these little pearly centers. Really, really pretty. And then I ordered some of those centers like that in white, and some white resin flowers. Very nice. Lele has very good quality to the merchandise she sells. And then I ordered some of these bead caps. Very nice. And then I wanted to order one of these big resin flowers to see actually how big they really are. I mean, I know that there is dimensions on her website, but I'm the type of person, I have to get out the ruler to actually physically look, but it's beautiful. And it is like, I don't know, a little over 1.5 inches. 1.5 to 1 3/4 inches. Very nice. And then I ordered some of these little doodad flowers. They have like a shimmer or a glitteriness in them. Oops, where's my camera? Sorry guys, I'm not the best at making videos. There, maybe you can see them a little bit better that way. Very pretty, and they got the little tiny bling in the center. And then I had ordered, this is my favorite. These are so miniature, and I'll point them out on the project. Where I use them, but these are little tiny clay flowers, and they have a little bitty bling in the center. They're great addition to your projects. Okay. And then she made me a really, oh come on Jenny, beautiful tag. Nice trims and pearl and heart and image. And she sent me a little message on the back. Thank you, Lele. Then she sent me a beautiful napkin. I don't have any napkins, so this I can't wait to try to use on something. And so you get like 4 images per napkin. So that's a really nice treat that I got. Let's see what else we got in here. And she sent some extras in the bag down here. Look, there's another one of those tiny flowers. Let me stick that in there. Oh, these are really pretty hearts here. Turn them all over. Very nice little pearl centers. Some more of those flowers. All kinds of doodads here. Very nice. Thank you, Lele. These are really pretty to put on stick pins because they have a hole in them. Set them on the napkin so I can put them in a bag. And then there's another bunch of goodies in here she sent me. Here's like a silver flower. I got it too close now. Have to figure out where her silver flower here. And some bling. I guess I need to push it up. And some bling. Some bead caps, a sewing machine charm, doves, acorn, just a bunch of silver and bling embellishment. Oh, here's really cute wings. That's got a hole through it for a stick pin. Beautiful. Thank you, Lele. I love goodies. And Nathan may be out here, and he may be in and out through the video. His sister spent the night with her big sister last night and went camping, so he doesn't have anyone to play with. And you know, he just turned 3, so he's Mr. Curiosity. So okay. Wonderful goodies from Lele. So I'll leave Lele's YouTube channel down here in the description box, and also the link to her Etsy store, and that way you can check out all of her goodness. Let me pan this back out. Okay, and now for my altered cigar box. I spent a lot of time on the cigar box. I worked on it for days and days. I made a lot of embellishments, and I've just got started with altering different projects. I was really just a tag maker that I loved, enjoyed, and doing. And so now I'm trying my hand at other things, and I'm really having some fun. It's just a wooden cigar box. I believe I bought it at Michael's. And instead of putting the wood pieces on the bottom or beads or something like that. I had an idea of using cabinet knobs, so I purchased cabinet knobs. Where am I needing to go? From the store, and then I drilled a hole inside the box. Sorry guys, this is very poor video because I'm all over the place. And in the four corners I covered because I had the screw that screws into the cabinet knob inside the box. So I wanted it to be neutrals. I wanted a lot of handmade elements, and I wanted to combine fabrics and metals because I love metal. So I did the wood or the metal knobs, and then I found space. I went to Ace Hardware because I had a gap, like, I don't know, ½ inch maybe, that didn't fill because the screw was longer than the box width to meet up with the knob. So I went and got some washers and a spacer there, and on the spacer it actually had 3 little holes, so I hung pearls from that, and then I put little pieces of a doily on the bottom, and then I put wire that I wrapped around to make the legs. So when it sits, this is what it looks like. And then of course you could see I crackled the whole box, and then I took some lace trim and some beaded trim all around the box, and there's a little bit of beaded trim up here as well. So this is a side, and this is the back, and then this is the other side. Okay, now for the top, I took a tatter, or I think it's called Rattenberg or something like that, runner, and I ruffled it around the box. And then I took and I made some seam binding roses and put little pearls. And then here is where I used those little doodad flowers from Lele's store. I combined a few pieces of metal and used them as a centerpiece. Sorry, I haven't got all the glue picked off certain parts yet. I like sewing, and I wanted to do a bird cage because I liked bird cages, but I wanted it to be kind of a tattered, worn look to it. So I took 2 pieces of canvas, and I took a piece of felt for the cushion, the inside, and I freehand sewed. It's like drawing, but on the sewing machine with the needle and thread. And I made a shape, and then I did the bars on the bird cage, and then I cut out for it to be open. So here's the bird cage. And then I went through and I painted the bird cage, the canvas. See a glue string there. And then I drew out a bird and then cut it out and freehand sewed around it, so it's, you know, kind of crudely sewed. And then I added little feathers for the wings, or wing. And then underneath, the little fibers that I use on the flowers is yarn, and it comes entwined with this other looking yarn here. And so when I pull it off, it's kind of a woolly looking thing, so I thought that would be pretty as like a nest. So then I added all of these little tiny eggs that I had in my stash under the bird. And then I took and I made all the flowers on here except the white ones. Those were sprays that I believe I got at Hobby Lobby, and of course except the metals. And so then I took and freehand sewed again leaves, and then used that, cut around them and made them. And then these flowers, I took different textures of fabric, and let me get one to show you. It started out as the flat piece of fabric, and then I took and I Mod Podged all of the leaves, and then I scrunched them and let them dry to give it dimension. And then I just did that in several layers. I used the tattered floral die from Tim Holtz, and then I just cut some fancy like tulle or netting, and then I used the fibers and a doily scrap, and then these buttons I got at Hobby Lobby. And then these is I just used the tatter die, and I alternated the chiffon and like an organza type fabric here, and just burnt the edges, then added the fibers, and then a little doily scrap. And then this little flower actually came in a package of a variety pack of like buttons that I believe I got at Joann's. And then this is the flower that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then this flower here is Doily did the Lele flower. I'll put the link to her tutorial for that as well, one of her videos. I did the folding of that, and then I added some tulle netting and chiffon. I burnt the edges, some fabric, and then I just put a cameo in there. So this again is, let me find myself on the camera, the same flowers. And then I wanted the hanger for the top of the birdcage. I put an eyelet in there, and then just dyed some seam binding and put it around, and then I just hung a locket from the top. And then, so this is, let's see if I can, I'm not holding it at the right angle apparently. This is the top of my box. And I do apologize for my poor video and not being able to get everything in frame the way it's supposed to be. So I just left the box plain on the inside, except where I put the trim here, and then covered the screw holes with a little doily scrap, and then some buttons that I cut the shanks off with. So this is, I think, the third box that I've made, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, really pleased. And so thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.